Well, there you go.
I think he was going for the 9 the whole time.
Yeah. I think he was going for kind of both, but definitely the 9.
Yeah.
Did you mark this one? Show you both breaks.
I think that's the first time I've seen him make the 1 ball 3 matches.
Yeah, they didn't really explode off the rack, but he made the 1. He's got a look at the 2 ball. Take you over 4. Robb's
That's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, he hit him well, and he's got a carom.
Yeah, carom on the 9 ball here.
Then you try to draw into the top side, or you try to draw into the weak side of it?
So I'm gonna play it to try to just cut the ball,
Yeah,
towards
so
that.
you play to the top side.
Oh,
It's the
bottom side, yeah. He did the top side.
Yeah.
Just not in the middle.
Exactly. Then you have a chance.
Yeah. Takes a 3-1 lead. Now maybe we can catch some action on table 1. Looks like Stan played a great save. Man, I wish we would have saw that shot. Because from where he was, the cue ball, I guess he did the 2 and came down behind it. But Damien's in a bit of a pickle here.
We have the honor of playing Stan back home all the time. He plays a pretty wicked thing.
Is that right?
He's got some really unique strokes that always dash.
Well, Daniel's been taking like 30 seconds to rack the balls.
Yeah, that didn't
60
take
seconds. At that time, he racked them in like 8 seconds and broke. So he missed his break. But these balls were looking pretty good. Yeah, nothing really to even commentate on here.
Sure, here's just some inside, make sure you missed that.
Alright, thought he'd use low there.
Yeah, I thought he didn't draw
Very surprised by
below
that.
the 5 ball there and come off the rail.
Because he brought the 5 ball into play there, but he got away with it. How old is Daniel? You guys know?
I want to say he's 22?
Yeah, he's pretty young.
21 possibly.
He got straight on this ball. You have to draw all the way back.
Great player from the Northwest. I think he's playing out of the Ox Billiards in Seattle. Beautiful pool room if you haven't been there.
I've heard about it.
Yeah, Brisson tables. They have 4 6x12s. They've been holding quite a few snooker tournaments there.
Yeah, he hit that ball a little hard. He hit that ball a little softer. The pocket likes it. But he hit a little firm and not accurate. Spit it right back out, and Robb's ready to take a 4-1 lead now.
People forget how many hours they played that stamina plays a factor.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel definitely has the ability, but again, he's young. He's stamina is
Yeah.
can.
We were talking before. Daniel's obviously a great talent. There seems to be some decision making comes into play that as he gets more seasoning, spends more time around players of this caliber, like events like this are great for him.
Right.
Doesn't have to travel anywhere, yet has all these top players in here that he gets to compete with and watch, see the patterns they play. A little bit safer options, like we talked about in that one shot where he could have drawn over to the side rail.
Instead of bringing the 5 into it.
Exactly. And so I think in the match against Shane yesterday, there were a few tactical errors. And we were talking about if he goes back and watches that video, it's always tough to watch a match where you lost, right?
Right.
You made mistakes that you just want to kick yourself over, but it's the best thing you can do.
Right.
And I think if he goes back and watches it, he'll find some things that he can work on. Robb's breaking the ball's good. This is going to be real tough for Daniel to get back in this match.
Yeah, all he's got to do is hope he's got a tough opening. This isn't a gimme.
It's not a gimme, but he's breaking the balls real well. And
So you let it float past the side, between the 3 and the 8, but past the side, not going in? Try to hold it in good thing?
I think he'll probably, playing this ball with the inside makes it a lot tougher to make.
For sure.
But, for myself, I set up this shot 1,000 times.
Yeah.
So that way you're not going to miss it. Just keep shooting it. And, I would play this with inside. I think he will too. If you play it with outside like this, you bring this scratch into play. I should have said that sooner. I couldn't say it fast enough. But you bring the scratch into play, coming between the 3 and 8 there.
I don't think he played angels. I think he actually hit the straight top.
Yeah, maybe. Of course, Melina's not answering me for a score update on Davies. 3-9.
Or 3-9.
You got it.
I'm going to look to that chair. This is hard. I'm Don, by the way.
Hey, chill.
The Canadian.
Canadian. From BC?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So all the Canadians here I know very well. I know most of the local American players as well. Thought I'd jump in and help on the stream a little bit.
Awesome. Were you in the event though?
No. Unfortunately, it was Invitational only and didn't really know the people running the tournament. So there was a few of us top Fargo players that aren't even here from BC. We were stuck on the lead.
Cue ball gets kicked in the side.
That's unfortunate, but I mean the cue ball was going to the side too.
Yeah.
I think Daniel's starting to have really let down.
It's been a frustrating match for him, and sometimes you're in these events, you have big match after big match, and you're doing well, and then you just have one of these matches where things aren't going your way, and you just gotta try to clear your mind and stick with what's got you here so far, and hopefully he regroups and can make a match out of this, but right now Robb's definitely in the driver's seat.
Have you had a chance to meet Daniel and talk to him at all?
No, I was saying that we do a little podcast. We'd like to get him on the podcast and talk to him.
He's probably the most humble, mellow guy you've ever met. So, he's got a future in this game.
Rob's going to play for the 2-9 combo. So. Good shot there.
Yeah, I don't hate that shot. Fair.
Yeah, just the position of the 3-ball, I think, was the deciding factor there. This 3-ball didn't really have a pocket, so it's like, let's take this 2-ball. Oh, goodness.
Off the point.
Just like he planned.
That'll help, Danny.
Oh, gosh.
Can I get you guys anything? Anything to drink?
I'm good, thank you.
Water.
Yeah, Robb, if you guys missed it, plays a combination, 9-ball goes off both points and double kisses the 3-ball. Goes in and takes the 5-2 lead. And he's breaking, so he can get to the hill here.
Good.
Robb's breaking great. His break's going to be tough to do.
Yeah, let's see if he does it again. He's really controlling the cue ball well. So if you can get a ball down and control the cue ball well, that's really the key. Especially on these tables, you don't have to make 2-3 balls every time. Just get a ball down, get a shot.
Good cue ball.
Got the 2 ball,
Double kiss, yeah.
and he's got a shot on the 1.
Yeah. So 3's close to the 4, so 3 to the 4 shouldn't be bad. Yeah, it looks like he's in pretty good shape.
He's just got to make the 1 ball. He'll stun over off the opposite rail. Have a shot on 3 inside.
Yeah.
It's weird the way he's cueing that ball in.
Yeah, he's playing draw inside.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, it's funny. Some players do that. They address the ball, and you think they're going to hit a certain way, and then they change it right before they strike the ball. But it
I
looked like
can't do that.
it looked like he was hitting that with like extreme inside English, and then when he stroked it, it was more like center ball. Looks like he's not happy with this though. Maybe let's see him. Let me see the other angle. Oh yeah, looks like he's got him a little hooked. Yeah, and as easy as you can pocket this with a jump shot, it's not ideal because now the cue ball is going to float into the purple. Looks like with the angle. He'd much rather just stroke through this ball, maybe.
Well, he does not have to get on this floor.
Yeah.
He definitely should be able to hit the 3. I think he can make that 90 and 100.
And I think now you have to try to bump the 4.
Yeah, like you're gonna play this with juice. Oh,
Look at
I did
this.
too.
What a
Yeah, what a shot. So we played that with inside juice as well.
Wow,
Did you
what a
see
shot that was.
That was amazing. So do you draw back or roll forward and try to go into the rail? Because
On
if you
this
kiss the 5, you might.
Yeah, on this shot here is kind of tricky. I think I'd just roll it with high,
Right.
and you're kind of gonna double kiss the 5 a little bit. I think you can get past it, which is all you need here.
So you're not worried about
Oh,
the
he's
scratch.
playing this on the side.
Oh,
No, he doesn't.
he drew back.
Drew back.
He's played some
Yeah,
unorthodox things.
So this is exactly why I wouldn't draw back
Right.
because this shot's a little tricky. 5's right on the rail. You got to go all
Yeah.
the way down.
9 ball's huge now.
Negotiate the 9. So I would have wanted to be above it, but maybe this was the better shot.
I personally love these shots. But
I would hit this with inside and go up past the side pocket and out, just like cinch it. See, because he hit that with a little more either center ball or a little right, and then it's really tough to make that ball. Of course, I've never missed a shot from the booth.
you neither? Me either. Well, if Daniel's going to get in this match, now is his time. Because he breaks next, too, right?
Big opportunity.
Put some pressure on him, make it 5-4, it'd be ideal, right?
Yeah, watch his cue ball.
Go, 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 go.
It
You
went.
can see it.
Yeah, he's got to look at it.
I'm going for the side bank. I'm not home back.
Yeah.
You?
At 5-2.
Because it lays not bad.
Yeah, just maybe judge the speed so that if you miss the bank,
Yeah, yeah.
you'll leave a tough shot. But it doesn't look like it looks like he's playing a one rail safe where he's going to try to bank the 6 up table maybe. Try to if with high English if he can make the cue ball kind of hit the 8,
Yeah.
he could end up behind the 8. Maybe that's what he's trying. Oh no, he cut it. Never mind.
And the 9. What the heck?
We were exactly right on that one, weren't we?
Oh, making us look bad, Daniel.
Yeah. Playing too good.
But when you land that good on a bank, is it a bad choice to take that? Or is it a good choice? Or is it situational?
You know, yeah, I think it's situational. Like first thing I did when you asked me what would I do here is I could score. So,
Yeah, yeah. Totally.
So that plays a factor, plays a role. And at this point, Daniel can't take any flyers. You know, he's got to play super tight. But you know, if you like cutting that ball in, obviously, and made both balls. So
Sweet.
yeah, can't really take anything away from him.
Right, it's not scratch for starters this time.
He has been a little loose with his cue ball, but he controlled it very well on that one and does not get a ball down.
Let's see. I don't know if he's got the one to cut in or not, but the safety's strong.
He's going to play safe, I think, but he's got to be real careful he doesn't make the orange here. Because the natural angle of banking the one out, it takes the cue ball, or takes the one ball right by the 5.
So do you cut the one and go for a 2-rail flyer at the 9?
No.
Never, right?
No. Because if you miss that, you may leave it. Right? I keep the one ball far away from the 9 here.
No, I meant with the cue ball. Put the rail into the 6 and hang a cue ball fly.
I think I would just try to get him behind the 6 here.
Okay.
And just hit the 1 kind of square, but with a lot of left-hand spin so you don't
So you
make
throw
that
the
5
one.
ball. Yeah. Just let the cue ball sink right in behind the 6. See what he does. I think he's going to get wrist off. Play to make the 5. It's a mistake.
So aggression doesn't always pay off, obviously.
That's how big the 5 ball is in that scenario. He thought he'd just bank the 1 right into it.
Right.
And, it's good crossing.
It's only big when you don't want it.
Daniel just needs to pocket this and draw back a tiny little bit. Alright.
Or plays perfect.
He's in trouble here. He can't see too bad. He can see it. He can see the edge, but I don't think he can make it.
So if you can see the edge, he's okay. He can play safe. Come around the 4. Hopefully get between the 7-8 maybe.
He's gonna have to. I think he's gonna curve it a little. Left hand spin. He might be able to make it then, but you have a tendency to hit it too fat when you do this. Let's see what happens.
100%.
Let me just pop it with like a little jump shot, especially when you're right in it. Oh, you got it.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
yeah. It's hard to tell.
Especially the way he reacted. He
Yeah,
seemed very
totally,
disappointed. Right? He psyched us out.
Okay, so he's in line.
So he's in great shape here.
That's a huge 2-game swing, though.
It really is.
Especially with 2 missed breaks in a row against the top player. Of course, Robb is still firmly in control. His break has been huge.
Robb would definitely want to have that game back.
Right?
You know, you would expect him to do something better.
I think Daniel's playing faster and faster and faster.
Yeah, I think it suits him.
Yeah.
You know, he's just gotta make sure he continues to make good decisions.
I think Stan just won.
Who did?
Stan?
Oh, Stan Toronto on table 1, or the other table.
I'm playing Damien Pope.
We have a rumor that Stan beat Damien, but
It's unconfirmed so far.
unconfirmed.
He went over and shook his hand, so.
Alright. Daniel draws to within 1 with the alternate break format.
As the Canadian in the room, I'm cheering for Stan. Go Stan, go!
Where does Stan live? Is he in Vancouver?
He's right in Vancouver. We have the privilege of playing with him all the time. I mean, he's accessible to most players for 20%.
That's awesome.
Right? Like, it's awesome. He pays it forward. So, you know,
Yeah. Seems like a great guy.
he really is. Okay.
Big moment in this match here.
So Robb's in the driver's seat the way he's doing breaking, so let's see if he can keep it going. A couple suspect decisions from the last couple of years. I mean, from the chair. Settle that. Got a little draw on that, but it worked out well.
No, he's got some work to do here. It's a good break. He's not making a ball, but he's got a combination for an opener.
He's pretty good on it. I think
Gotta
I
take
play it.
Yeah, you gotta take
Yeah,
it.
and I think it's not horrible. Especially because the pockets are playing nice. They're not playing too unforgiving.
The 3's somewhat covered by the 8, but I think it's still playable. Problem is, if you pocket the purple 4 right now, then you need to use the 3 to get to the 5.
Ooh.
So that's a little tricky.
Well, but if you could draw off the 8 though too, you would be alright, I think. To get this little spin maybe.
So
But anyway.
So this is a little different though, right? Because he didn't make the purple 4. Now you shoot the 2 ball. Now your 3 is getting to your 4 ball, and you can leave an angle to get back up to the 5. So you kind of pinch this one a little, so you can just cut the 3 in, leave the cue ball over by the side rail, hopefully, and then you have a nice angle to make the 4 come 2 or 3 rails around. See if you can pull this off.
So for the record, I was thinking to draw 3 to the back side of the 8 spin, go forward, and get on the 5. Just for the record.
It's a little tougher than it appeared in the other angle, though. If you look at it here, the 3 and 8 are awfully close together.
He doesn't have a lot of room.
Yeah, I was thinking you could kind of pocket the 3 and roll forward, but the 8 might get in the way if he does that. Might have to kind of punch into the 8, move it completely out of there, and see what happens. Yeah, he didn't like any part of staying down there to play the 3.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what he was actually trying.
See, I would prefer, even if you don't like the way the 3 and 8 were laying, just stop shot on the 2, bank the 3 out. Yeah, bank the 3 out and hide the cue ball behind the 8 or something. Not sure where he was going with that.
Maybe the window's too small to get in there to make it in that top round.
Yeah, so I mean,
Which is fine, but that option for the 3 railer safety is still there.
you could even try to position the 3 down by the line and move behind the 8.
Right.
And give yourself a quick win. Let's see what Robb does here. He might come 1 rail all the way across and play the 3 in the other corner.
He got there, but I didn't know that he was going to get there at first.
Yeah. He's going to have to avoid the scratch here, so no English. Something, I think. That's what he's looking at now.
For the folks following at home,
Looks like he's
Stan
not
will be
going
playing
to
Dan
use.
Louis.
Nice shot.
What a great shot.
Yeah, he avoided the scratch. Oh, we're going to see a stroke here.
So you got to try to draw right into the 6 from here at this end, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he could probably get away with drawing straight back down the rail because the pockets are big enough, but he kind of went 50-yard line of both of those options.
Yeah, he's not happy.
Yeah. Just sensing a momentum shift in this match.
Told it, right?
You know, like the rolls are starting to change a little bit. Looks
The
like,
1 to the 5 changed everything.
yeah. He's probably going to play the bank here. He's queuing. Yeah. Okay. He might have got him safe.
I was going to say, I think he might have got away with it too.
Yeah, it's kind of the way he played it. It almost looked like he was like a one-pocket shot, like he was trying to position a cue ball behind the 8, potentially.
I think I'm playing a swerve shot and trying to make it.
Yeah, I was just thinking though that in watching a few matches with Daniel, he's been pretty accurate with his 1-rail kicks. So that's also an option here, but I think he's going for a jump cue.
I mean, if he makes it with the swerve or the jump, he'll be in the same spot. That's not going to too much. Because you can't get on that 6.
I mean, jumping a ball with inside English is always a tough proposition.
Yeah.
You know, let's see if we can pull it off.
Yeah, but he might make the 7 then too, so.
Yeah. If he hits it rail first, he probably will.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
I can't believe how good a shot that was.
Yeah, feel like almost a draw stroke. Well, he's got a bank here.
And I think you go for it.
You have to.
I do.
Yeah, you have to.
I can't believe how well he hit the 5. I'm still a bit shocked. That was awesome.
Yeah, you know, maybe I'm changing my tune here. You could thin the left side of the 6, come back down table. But you got the 8 and 9 for blockers. I might do that, actually.
Just get safe and recover and
Yeah,
see what happens.
yeah, you could get completely safe here. Yeah. He's going to go for the man.
I think it's kind of his mentality. Well,
Might be do or die.
it's in the heart.
Nice shot. Look at this. Oh,
Oh, nice rub. All right.
good shot.
Perfect angle. All in hand angle.
Yeah, that's what you get out of these, players that are just great players. They're going to be champions. I tell this already from this kid. It's just that aggression. Right? They see
Yep.
that bank shot and they just take it on, and they pocket it. Puts them in a position to win the match.
In the chat room, we do have 2 streams going on.
I don't hear it. Good shot by Daniel.
5-5, Daniel.
Once we're done with this match between Robb and Daniel, we'll move on to watch the rest of Stan and Dan.
For the 4th place match.
Yeah. Because we still got the hot seat to go.
And the hot seat match is, or playing for the hot seat would be Spencer Ladden and Shane Van Vatn.
Yeah.
I hear the kid's playing good.
Yeah.
Spencer, I don't know.
He's,
Oh, yes, he's good.
he's a fast player. He's a little unorthodox, pretty aggressive, doesn't play a lot of safe. Fun to
Very
watch.
confident, very, very confident.
So Josh Fuller.
Not quite to that level.
Not quite. Well, there's his best break of the day.
Let's see where the
Get
one's
on
going
there,
to
one.
end up. He's going to have a shot.
5 ball's going to play a big part in this shot, though.
If he could end up right where the 5 is, he can make the 2 ball, right? But with the 5 in the position it is, he really can't get far back up table. So I think he has to just kind of roll it in and try to come over and across and right by where the 5 is.
I think you're right. I like hitting the 5 on the way back.
This is a great thing about this game, right? There's all these problems to solve. It's a
People are like, did you play good or bad? No, I just couldn't solve the problems. I played great. Couldn't solve the puzzle.
look at this.
Save shot anyway.
Look at this.
Oh,
Oh,
he did not get there.
no. I don't think that 2's frozen. I think he's got a shot on it. Which, if he's got to play rail first into it, it's not horrible.
Yeah.
There's no hold for that 4 ball.
I don't think he can just go rail first into it without checking. Yeah. Because he's got to swerve it a little bit. This is a real feel shot here.
Yeah.
Started out just to the right of the 8 ball. Let it curve right in and do its magic.
Oh,
Shot.
my
That's
goodness.
totally hot.
Wow!
You saw what my mind was thinking.
How many people are watching this?
We've got about 217 viewers.
You guys got to share this, man.
Oh,
This kid is putting on a show.
comeback king.
Yeah, he's down 5-2, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I think I'm just rolling this forward to get on the 5 to the side.
Yeah, but you got to be real careful to get an angle on the 5 here. That's what he's looking at. He's taking his time. Let's make sure he does it.
Well, I think you can stun out. You don't have to go forward.
Yeah, but you just don't want to be anyone below the 5.
Right, you need to have.
You gotta have that angle. I don't think you got
I don't
there.
think you got there. Are you gonna be forced to draw back to the 6 up in the top or bottom right now?
And the 9 right there by the side,
Oh my.
that's tough sledding.
Well, he's playing top. He's got something. Can he miss the 8?
Maybe he just rolls out toward the side pocket and takes a tough cut on the 6.
I love this draw. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is a great match. Yeah, look, he's looking at rolling out 10, 12 inches and just taking a cut shot on the 6. I think that's the play here. Because I don't like drawing back to where he is and trying to shoot the 6 past the 9, past the point, down in the corner. There's too many pastas right there.
Yeah. Too many pastas. I'll figure that one. I like it.
Uh-oh.
We hit it good.
Oh
Oh
my
my.
goodness.
Wow.
I thought it was going to hit the knuckle. Just bounce right
What a
out.
shame after making that.
No.
Massey,
Yeah.
Massey, rail first shot.
And he conceded.
That's a bummer. Not for Robb, though.
You know,
And Rob's breaking it.
Robb's on a hill and breaking.
at that point though, I don't think I'm giving it up. I'm just like, you know what, you shoot. I'm pretty sure Robb's feeling some kind of way
Yeah.
with Daniel making such a strong comeback. I'm sorry, I think he cheated.
You know, so we talked about before in some of his previous matches, we saw Daniel make some tactical or mental mistakes.
Mhm.
That was not it, because he looked at that ball, he knew where he needed to go, he lined it up, and then he just underhit it.
Yeah.
And so,
I'd be tending to overhit that because, like, the worst case scenario is played up in the corner.
That's
I would
right.
never
Yes.
underhit that.
Yes.
Because one thing I know, 3 inches the right way is better than 1/10 of an inch the wrong way.
that's right. You know, that I said this yesterday, I don't know if I said it on the stream, but there was a good player who used to run around the East Coast named Jerry Slivka, real good player. And someone asked him for advice, see what Robb does here on this break.
Again, I'm rooting for the hometown favorite, K-pop.
Gets the ball down, and he's going to have a shot here. Robb's in good shape
He
here.
is in very good shape.
Do you roll this in or you popping it across the back?
You just hit this one a little low, slide
Yeah.
over a couple inches. So, but they asked Jerry Slivka, hey, if you could give me one piece of advice, what would it be? And he said, think of the worst possible thing that could happen on every shot, and don't do it. And that was an example of that.
Totally.
Yeah. It's the worst thing that could have happened was coming up short on that position and being straight on that ball side. I'm just going to have to put a draw stroke in this one. If he comes up a little short, he can always play the combination, but I'd probably prefer to shoot this ball on the side. Oh, you get the 50-yard line there.
I still think he likes the side. Yeah?
That's what he's looking at.
Yeah, if the sun was not there, you'd play it the side all day. So that's the problem there. They kind of hit that good.
Yeah.
That was good. Combination.
Yeah, just roll this ball down. Just gotta be a little careful. Oh boy.
See, did he
Wasn't
like that?
anticipating
No. That's what I was worried about him doing.
And now he's got a heck of a cut shot here on the 8.
Nothing that he hasn't seen before.
Is it corner been play here, Mark?
It is, but he's gonna play it on the side.
No, but I mean the scratch in the corner.
No, not if he makes it. Good shot. This will be for the win.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see a hill game here as well.
No kidding. What a great showing for K-pop.
Yeah,
Good job, Daniel.
Good match. Robb Saez takes him down.
I think they're just so. What was he practicing? I want to say that Dan Lee was just hitting balls. I don't know if they've officially started yet.
Rob's setting up Daniel's setting up this shot he got on the side, going a different way, but I was wondering how he could have followed that on the side pocket.
And he tried to put some juice on that one.
Well, the kid's future in this game is large, as far as I'm concerned.
It was large when he was before he was even legal.
His attitude was just so good, man.
He's very familiar with these situations. He's very familiar in this environment. He's grown up with it. His family has been really supportive of him, and that plays a huge part in young players' lives. Having the support of your family, being guided by the right people.
All right, I'm gonna take a look at the bracket here.